My name is Forrest Davison, and Burton is my cousin. His mom and my mom were twin sisters, and I have a twin sister, June. She's here today. We were born in Madera 3 weeks after Burton was born, same year, month. And we were moving to Empire, relocate, but our house wasn't ready to move into, so we moved in with Aunt Dorothy and Rochelle. And the only thing I remember about that is Burton and I would play in the front yard, and I asked my sister what she remembered. She remembered a merry-go-round in the garage. Whenever she would get on it, Burt and I would run in there and spin it as fast as we could to make her sick. And then we moved into the house in Empire right near our grandparents. And the big thing there was our grandparents would have Sunday dinners for the whole family, all the cousins and we would, all the boys. Well, I think my sister would, all the kids would get out in the field because he had an orchard. And we'd get out in grass and knock all the grass down and probably pick the peaches off and throw it at each other. And then they built that nice house down on Edgebrook with a pool and a three-level backyard. Second level was a pool and nice grass area in the back. And we would go over there and play croquet and go swimming. Then Aunt Dorothy would come out and talk to my mom once in a while. And I remember, I don't know what my age was, but I remember her sitting there telling my mom she just didn't understand. They have that nice yard with that pool and all that grass area, but the boys were climbing over the fence to go play in the creek. And my mom says, because they're boys, and your pool doesn't have pollywogs, frogs, salamanders, and snakes. And I'm sure they were coming back over really dirty. And my mom said, well,
and getting in the pool.
Boys being, yeah, probably in the pool. Boys being boys, they're going to be doing that for a while. And then we went over there quite a bit growing up. Then as we got into high school, Burt and I didn't do anything together. And after high school, he went in the Army, was sent to Germany for 3 years. And after I got out of school, I joined the Navy and was sent to Vietnam twice. And then we came back. My wife and I married right out of boot camp. So when we came back to Modesto, we met Joy. And they started inviting us over to their house. And we invited them over to ours. And then they were living out on Service Road on the Ammon Ranch, and we'd go out there quite often. And I was a mechanic, and Burton was a builder, so he had a Greyhound bus he was going to make a motorhome out of, and I put an engine in the Bronco, and we would go out there quite often. And then one day we were out there. He was in the shop talking to me, and I could see the house because I was outside the door, and Joy came and quietly motioned me to come in, but didn't say anything. So I went in, and as soon as I got in the house, Burton rushed in behind me. He goes, "Don't do it." I said, "Don't do it." Then he looked at Joy, and Joy said, "Forrest will do that for me." He looked at me again, "Don't do it." I says, "What's going on?" They had caught a mouse in a trap, and Burton wanted Joy to learn how to take the mouse out, throw it away, and reset the trap. I don't remember anything after that day. But then we would go water skiing with him. The first time we met him at the lake, that's when I met his cousin Claudia. And Burton, Joy, and Claudia were very good skiers. I don't think it went well for me because I don't remember the rest of the day. But we continued going skiing, and I got pretty good at it. And then the last time I remember we went skiing, we were at Turtle Rock Lake. The water levels were low. We had a picnic set up already for the kids, and Burton wanted to go one more time water skiing. And so I was driving, my wife was the observer, and Burton was a very good skier, but the ramp area of Turtle Rock is a real small area. And so the water level is low, so as we got going, we went out around to the back. And I said, "Oh, wow, there's nobody here. Maybe those people don't know about this part." When we were zipping off through the middle of that big area of the lake, then the boat started slowing down. It got slower and slower. Then it stopped. I pushed the throttle down. I turned around, and the muddy water was all churned around the boat. And Burton dropped off when it started slowing down. He was way, way back there, but he was only just deep in the water. So I know why nobody else was back there. And then so I don't recall going skiing much more. That was probably the last time. He let me drive the boat. But then we were seeing him quite often, but then we just kind of lost contact. I don't know. he talked about going to Scottsdale, Arizona, because of the building boom down there. And I don't recall what we did after that, but our mom was totally disabled with arthritis, so I take her over to see Aunt Dorothy once in a while, and she was living in Turlock. And she said, well, Burton will be here like maybe next weekend. I hadn't seen him in years, so I went by and seen him. That's when I met Nancy the first time, and learned that they were doing missionary work. So, and then recently, Kent lost his wife, Connie, and so him and I have been going out to breakfast. Well, he'd kind of keep me updated on things. Then I got a phone call from Burton, and we'd met at the fruit yard, and then two or three more times we met, and that's when he really started telling me about the missionary work and how dire the need was. He was so motivated. He was quite proud of what he was doing. And then we got the phone call that he was in the Czech Republic and passed away. So here we are today.
Yeah.
I still like to think he's doing okay, but just not here with us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.